Alright, for my EdPuzzle video, I had created my own about adding and subtracting integers. I didn't have to create my own for adding and subtracting integers, but I teach adding and subtracting integers a very specific way. So with that being said, I couldn't find any resources available online, so I made my video by myself pretty simply, but it does take a little while to load. So if you were to take this route, you have to make sure that you get it done at least the night before so that you wouldn't run into any problems. I wanted to show you that for my videos, I do incorporate a graphic organizer so students are able to follow along. I want you to notice that I have here vocabulary words. I have step-by-step instruction on how to add and subtract integers, and here are the examples that I will be going over in the video, and students are able to follow along on their paper as well. I want you guys to notice another couple of things. Here's our play button. You can play and pause it here. All of these question marks, they either have multiple choice questions, selected response questions, or short response questions. On some of them, I do have comments because I do make some mistakes in what I'm saying, or I want to link a website for them to check out, and I do this through questions, which you can do it using comments as well. That is a thing that you can do via EdPuzzle. I want you guys to notice that we're about 55 seconds in. It's a total of 9 minutes and 55 seconds. From feedback from teachers, 9 minutes is way too long. You definitely want to cap it at about 7 minutes to keep your students engaged and focused on what they're doing. Anything over that, then you lose some or all of them, and that's definitely not what you want to do. So when I'm making my videos, I'm definitely going to keep my introduction shorter because during this part, I am still introducing the concept that we're doing. So instead of that, I would go straight into teaching what I need to be teaching and front load them at the beginning of the day or to tell them when they're supposed to be completing the video for homework. Alright, so another couple of components of the video, this controls the volume, and this makes the screen go into full screen mode, so those are some good things. Let's see, I just want to play I'm going to be a little part of it, not the whole thing, so you could get a feel of what the video is.
This acronym was CS AS. I like to write it every time I do it, and that's because this provides for me a checklist of what I need to do and the order I need to do it in.
So when I teach, my hands are very animated and I make sure I do so as well here. And I also engage the students as if they were with me. So as we're going along, I do speak to them via the video and I do ask them silly questions, knowing I'm not going to get a response, but the funny thing is they respond anyways.
The first C, if you guys can recall, stands for circle. What are we going to circle? We're going to circle the numbers, but not only the numbers, we're going to circle them with its sign. And when we talk about signs, we talk about negatives and...
Alright, I want to skip closer to a question so you can see what that looks like.
The -8's negative. We see that the absolute value of -8 is 8. So it's 8 units away from 0. For the next one, +5.
So I just provided to them how to find the absolute value of -8, and then I asked them, before I tell them the answer, what is the absolute value of +5? So this is an example of a multiple choice question. I left 3 responses, I don't know, +5, and -5. I also gave feedback to the I don't know people. Don't pick this one, always give it a try. This one is self-graded, so the computer can tell whether or not they got the right or wrong answer. I want you guys to notice a couple of things. They need to answer before they move on, and this button to continue will push them forward, or if they miss something, they can always rewatch the video. The status bar, they can always drag it back and rewind if they missed anything while they were taking some notes, and that's something that I really like about EdPuzzle. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this here.